All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we would like to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, and the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000. Scoot over here real quick so we get out there with. Shalom to the 144,000. As well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, men, women, and children of Israel, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth among the heathen, as well as those that even look like the heathen, all right? This is not a black or white thing, all right? We're the brothers from the GMS branch here in Chicago, and I'm joined with
Brother Kadar.
And I'm the brother Yara Damba. And Lord willing, we coming at you with what we hope to be a short yet edifying lesson, all right? And it's a little walk and talk, you know. The Shabbat is going out, you know, so it is still Shabbat Shalom at this moment. But nevertheless, you know, just through the Spirit, we wanted to go in on, you know, the fact that, hey, Isaiah 4:1 is coming on this side, man.
Right.
And these women are going to have to humble themselves at the end of the day. Actually, they're not going to humble themselves. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to humble them, man. Right. He will. They don't have a choice in the matter, especially the elect women. They don't have a choice in the matter, man. You know, these women is going to get to the point where they're going to get right or get left.
That's right.
At the end of the day, man. And they're going to understand, hey, because guess what? The righteous man of the Lord, that elect man, is that elect woman's way up out of here. All right? It just is what it is, man. It's just true. No matter how much you dislike it, all right? No matter how much you want to be a strong, independent black woman, it's just true, man. We're going to get it later. It says that she shall be saved in childbearing. All right? You had anything, bro?
Yeah, no, I got you, bro. It's the book of Isaiah 4 and verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And that 7 goes into a complete amount of a woman. You know, it could be any amount of women. Okay, they just want to be called, they just want to be under your name. You know, how does a woman be under a man's name? Through sex. Mm-hmm. Okay? And the Lord has started that process of humbling these women, because we're not just gonna wake up one day and all hell is broken loose, and now all of a sudden these hoes gonna be in order. You know, mm-hmm. It has to be a humbling process to the point where they're just consistently just being humbled to the point they're like, damn, we got to get with a man of the Lord.
Yeah.
All right. It's good to say a man shall be the highest place of the wind. I'm holding that now. Hey, because first and foremost, right now, a lot of quote unquote black women are losing their job right now, especially in corporate. Okay, a lot of them are vulnerable. All right, hey, Esau's cutting them them stamps. Okay, hey, and sooner or later, hey, 911 won't be available too much. I mean, that's for you. Won't be available anytime soon. You know. Hey, so that process has already started. You was holding.
I was gonna say this is real quick as well too. Because one of the trending topics right now, especially when you go on TikTok amongst the so-called black community, all right, and it's funny to see because, you know, especially here in the Great Millstone, we always talk about these soft-ass, weak-ass, effeminate-ass men, you know, and how they simp for women and all of that and things of that nature, right? But in many ways, even that spirit is starting to leave men, man. Yeah. They're starting to realize, like, hell no. And one of the things that's going on right now is it's a guy, I don't know his name, but he just got shot and killed, and interjecting himself in a so-called domestic abuse situation between another man and his woman. And the dude pulled out a gun and shot him, man. Yep. And you got a lot of men that's saying, one dude literally, you got to let him get beat. Like, in other words, you can't. Men are starting to realize it's not a wise thing to meddle in another man's matters, as the scriptures say, man.
Exactly.
And as the brother said, right, when it comes down to it, and men are realizing the only women that I need to protect are those who are attached to me, you know, my wife, my daughter, sisters, mothers. Yeah. Once that, when that mind state really slips in, and as the brother stated that they're not going to be, 911 ain't going to work, you're going to realize how quickly you're going to need a man of the Lord, man.
That's right, man. Hey, that's right. Because the scripture say jealousy is the rage of a man. Mm-hmm. That's between him and her. The scripture say who know of a way between the man and his maid. Yeah. That's between them, not you. That shit ain't got nothing to do with you.
Because all she going to do is get her ass beat and go back to him anyway.
Literally.
You gonna jump in, she gonna get her ass whipped, he gonna shoot you, and they gonna be right back together in the same house.
Love story. That's a romance novel of a nigga woman, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I got one for you real quick. This on the book of Micah, chapter 7, and I'll start at verse 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because I have sinned.
We're gonna go up here.
Come. Because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness, right? And that's what the men of the Lord are doing right now. We're bearing that indignation. We understand that we're in this predicament because we went off, man.
Yeah.
We understand that it's our fault, and we have to pay that recompense as well, you know? At the end of the day, our atonement is through Yahweh Shai, but we still get punished for our sins and iniquity, right? But this is the point that I really wanted in this, Micah 7 and 10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. She shall be trodden down as mire of the streets. So as the brother said, there's going to come a time when that humbling process is going to be in full effect. And then these women are going to realize, like, oh, let me find that man. Let me find one of these men of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be a choice in the matter. Again, especially for the elect lady.
Yeah. Right, because ultimately, as a matter of fact, let me grab this real quick.
Come.
Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, meaning the destruction. Okay? And a covert from the tempest. And a as rivers of water in a dry place. Okay? So let's walk a bit faster.
Wow.
So like rivers of water in a dry place, man, it's a famine. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you find a big pond of water. You know? That's comparable to how a man is gonna be in those days, man. Just the spirit of confidence and trust and belief in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, the calmness oozing off us, man. It's gonna be noticeable. And this shit is noticeable now. You know, so how much more then?
Hey, can you read that one more time for me? It's a part that I wanted to make a point on.
Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. As rivers of water in a dry place.
Right. That's the part I wanted to say, man. And what that just made me think of, and through the Spirit, right? It says that, and this is talking about the men of the Lord, specifically, right? Not just any man. And with that being said, you know how you always see in the movies when people are in the desert, they see the mirages.
Yeah.
You know, they thirsty, they fucked up out there, and they see, oh, look at this oasis, there's hella water over there. Then they get there and there's nothing but desert land still, man.
Yeah.
That's what these non-elect men are going to be. The rest of these niggas are going to be a mirage, man, and we're really going to see who the high-value man is.
That's right.
Right? Your six-figure job, your millionaire basketball contract.
It's not gonna mean nothing.
It's not going to mean anything. It's going to be a mirage. Because at the end of the day, if you want to keep all those things, you're going to have to take that grain of rice.
That's right.
And that's what that's going to be, man.
That's right, man. It says, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Hey, it's hot as hell. It's the sun beaming. All of a sudden, you see a great rock. You can't have it. You know? All of a sudden, it's a great rock. Hey, for that shade. That's how a man of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is going to be, man. You know? So, hey, we got the true value. Okay? We have the true value, man. As it gets worse out here, it's going to show more and more. Okay? You was grabbing something?
Con, let me grab that. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13.
Spirit, I was just about to grab it.
Isaiah 13 and verse 12. It says, I will make a man, right? And again, we're going to keep reiterating this. This is the elect man. All right, this is the man of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, man. Again, that's going to be the true high value man.
Right.
All right. Hey, because guess what? The same way the men of the Lord understand that Yahweh Shai is our way out, and we do what we have to do to please Yahweh Shai, you know, hey, that's what the woman is going to have to realize too.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, we find gold, man. You know, Esau put it in these bitches' mind. If you grab a woman could pass a man.
You the birthday.
Yeah. Bitches talking about they the birthday, man. Bitch, shut up. You the birthday, man. That's like a new fucking term these hoes got out here, man. You know, basically like they the main character. It's their day. You know, it's bugged out, man. You know, but ultimately that pride is gonna be crushed by Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, man. And it's starting now. It's starting now, like me and the brothers are discussing. Yep.
Which way?
Go that way. Yeah, man. That pride is being crushed as me and the brothers discussing, man. Okay, you got it.
Con, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man."
That's right. Hey, and Esau has put the woman over the man. She's in all the leadership positions. All right, you're answering up to her in the at the job. She could be your landlord. Okay. Hey, look at all these shows. Esau put the woman over the man. The nigga checking in with his wife. Mm-hmm. All right, that's the spirit that these dudes are in, man. All right, these dudes are cucks. Okay, and really, a woman can never respect that.
Yeah.
You know, because really, deep down inside, all women want to be dominated, man. You know, but this society puts a woman over the man, and now they want they don't want the responsibility of a man, but they want that title.
Yeah.
We can go around.
Even within the modern institution of marriage, right? Because what they have today is marriage is not a biblical marriage.
Not at all.
All right. It's not a biblical marriage. It's extremely out of order. You know, but the way they put these rules into place, they've set it up to where it behooves a man to live a happy life. I mean, happy wife, happy life type of mentality. Because if you for whatever reason make her unhappy because you ain't bought her a flower on Tuesday, February 14th, you know, now she's mad and just can leave and take half of your shit. Now you got to go find a new place to stay. She gets your car. She takes your children. You know, this is Salakia, bro. That just tweaked me out. Jacob's also folly. But you know, they put you in this place where it behooves you to live this emasculating lifestyle with these women, man. And when you try to take that masculinity back, right, when you try to take your nuts out the woman purse, you're looked at as the crazy one. You know, that's that woman compassing the man, man.
That's right.
Esau played a huge portion.
Hey, this the devil, bro.
Yeah.
He systematically broke down the Israelite family, man. That's how you know he's the devil, and that's how you know he's our enemy. Mm-hmm. See, our people don't believe that they have an enemy, man. You know, and that's how you know Eve is a fucking sellout. She been a sellout. Look at the garden. Yeah. Look at when Jake was on those slave ships, man.
Yeah.
You know, Eve was been selling our people out. Hey, look at the feminist movement. Look at the women's liberation. Look at the benefits they receive by getting the man out the house, man. Hey, Eve is a sellout, man. You know, and Esau is going to abandon Eve very soon.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, the same way you see him do with everything else, man. Look at how he set up these so-called tea organizations, right? He sets up these tea organizations. Definitely. He sets up these tea organizations, if you follow my drift. Yeah. And then once he's done with them, he goes and discards the leader. Yeah. Every time, man, he funds them. He gives them training. He does this, that, and the third. And then as soon as he no longer serves a purpose, he gets rid of them. What do you think he's going to do to his pit bull?
Speaking of a pit bull.
Yeah, I know. That's the spirit. What you think he's going to do to the pit bull Keisha, man? Yeah. Hey, when he no longer finds use of you, he's going to discard you.
Getting him strong.
Yeah.
That's how you build that strength.
That's real. He's going to discard you. You know, because again, you're trusting your enemy, man. The scriptures tell us never to trust thine enemy. All right? Because at the end of the day, you're going to see that his rest hath not altogether been wiped away.
That's right. We grab that. In Sirach, the 12th chapter. Because that's why ultimately the scripture says to never trust thine enemy, man. You know?
All right, Salakia. We really don't know what happened, but it turned off on us. And we just been sitting here talking. You know, but we prophesied to the wind, man. Right. But it goes into what we were saying. Just jumping right back into what we was talking about, you know, because this is the technology of Esau, bro. That was some supreme folly, you know. Look at what he like. We out here trying to teach the word, and somehow, some way, I ain't pressed no buttons or nothing. Now my audio is turned off, man.
Shut off. We missed like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Points.
We done walked to a block, like down there a whole block, bro. Maybe 2 before we realized it was off, man. That's fine.
That's a Rock 12 again.
Con.
We get started off at the original point.
That's Sirach 12 and 10. It says never. Okay. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right, you can't trust this enemy, man. Not sometimes, not every now and then, not on Taco Tuesday. It's never. It says never for a reason, man. All right, go ahead. And our people can't understand that. And that's why they always being taken under the bootstraps. All right, the scripture says in the book in First Maccabees, man. First Maccabees or Second Maccabees, it slips my mind. But when they gave him credence, he turned and smote the city, burnt it. You know? What you got it, brother?
It says in verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Right, because you could polish iron all the fucking time, but at the end of the day, it's gonna rust eventually, man. This devil's true colors is always gonna show, you know. Go ahead, Al.
Yep. Verse 12, it says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou hast at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
That's right. Hey, look at Haman. Tried to exterminate the Israelites and get into the throne.
Yep.
That's why it says Isaiah 14 and 21 and 22, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of his forefathers, that he does not raise up to fill the cities. Because ultimately, they're gonna try to take over, man. You know, in wickedness.
And it's what we was talking about, you know, with Eve and the serpent, man. Eve, you know, has cuddled right on up with this devil. You know, he's cuddled right on up with this devil and thinks because, they always want to throw out, black women are the only ones who are out earning their men. Why do you think that is? Do you think that's just a coincidence?
Right.
Or do you think that this devil has a plan as he's planned everything else, man? As he set everything else in order, which truly we understand because we read the prophecy. That is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai setting this in order. You know, we're not going to get this devil too much credit. All right? But, hey, it's...
He used as the vessel to do it.
Yeah.
To fulfill it. You know? But ultimately, it's of the Lord.
And that is what it is, man. And you think that it's not going to... You cuddling up with this snake, it's not going to come back to bite you in the ass.
That's right. As it says right there.
Yeah. Continuing on in verse 13, it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or such as come nigh wild beasts?
That's right. So you got a snake charmer, he turn around and get bitten by a snake, you ain't gonna be surprised. You fucking with a snake. You got somebody messing around with a scorpion, and he get mad that he get bitten. You got somebody poking a lion, and when the lion ravages that, like, bro, you poking a fucking lion, bro.
Yeah.
You know? No one's gonna be surprised, no one's gonna feel bad, and it's the same sentiment for those who trust in Esau Edom. Okay?
Hey,
those who trust in this devil, man. Go ahead.
Now, I was just going to say, you see that epidemic, or you see that showing forth in this epidemic, they call it the female loneliness epidemic in the so-called black community. Right? He sold you all of this sexual liberation. He sold you all of this, I can do bad all by myself. He showed you the idea of feminism, and then you're seeing the results of it with men not wanting to deal with y'all. Now y'all in the crib lonely. Yeah. Because at the end of the day...
With your cat.
Yeah, with your cat. At the end of the day, although men want a woman, men would prefer to have a woman. Yeah. You know? Hey, that's a man's part of a man's comfort. Yeah. When he goes through a hard day, he want to go home and lay up with his lady or ladies, whatever your situation is. Mm-hmm. You know? But that's what Jake want to do. But at the end of the day, the man is more prepared to have the mindset of a stoic, man. Yeah. To actually do that loneliness thing. Women ain't made to do that, bro. Right. And now they're seeing how that's affecting them, and now they still think that they can tell men, well, we need to work with them. No. You need to come back to the way that things are supposed to be. You got to humble up. All right. Hey, and again, that's why that great humbling is coming to these women, man. All of this proudness.
I love this.
Yeah. All of this proudness that we see, you know, in these women, hey, it's going to be no more very soon. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Maharli, man. Speedily make it happen. All right? You got it, bro.
Calm, man. Hey, now that humbling process is going to be beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to get $150 I'm trying to get a plane ticket to
I don't even got nothing, Joe.
Up, brother.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got no cash app or nothing?
Hell no, I ain't got shit, Joe.
Yeah, bro. Be smooth out, bro.
Yeah, what you say?
Yeah, man.
I ain't never seen a nigga panhandle with the digital.
Yeah, man.
It's fucked up out here.
Yeah, man. It's through. These people through out here, man. Hey, that's that humbling process. Everybody gonna feel it. Everybody gonna feel it, man. You know, in the same way, women gonna be following us. Hey, it's gonna be men following us too.
Mm-hmm.
Not on no most shit, obviously, but for us to lead. Hey, we the prophets.
Yeah.
We the men of the Lord. You know, the future rulers. That's why we going through these experiences, man. When we dealing with these people in the world, when we dealing with these women, because the Lord is ultimately giving us the experience to lead, to judge. The Lord is building us up right now. The same way I said, it's not gonna be a random day pop up and all these hoes gonna humble down and be like, we gotta be with the men of the Lord. All right, we not just gonna pop up one day with a top-notch faith. It gotta be built up, you know, through these experiences. You know.
Hey, and like the brother has said, man, when all of those disciples left Yahweh Shai, he looked at the 12, right, and said, "Will thou leave too?"
Yeah, right.
And what did Apostle Peter say, man? Where we gonna go? For thou hast the word of truth, right? And I bring that up to say, hey, the men of the Lord that elect man is going to continue in the faith, right? They're going to continue in that words of truth. They're going to be able to disseminate this information to those who needs to learn it and hear it.
That's right.
So with that being said, there's going to be people around, men, women, children, you know, that they're going to understand that too. Where we going to go? You're the one who can teach us what we need to know. You're the one that can lead us in the way that we need to go. Well, why would I get it away from you?
Exactly.
You know that, hey, because again, not saying that we are Yahweh Shai, but we come in His stead, man. You know, He through the Spirit, He made known to us all things.
That's right.
All right, and all things as in the things that are needful for salvation. So people are gonna want to hear those words as well when they see all hell breaking loose. You know, that's why we read it. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it.
Yep.
That's why we read a man shall be a hiding place. Because guess what? In Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is treasure. Hey, we're going to have that stability. We're going to have that treasure, Adawan Ratazah. You know, and the people are going to see that. They're going to see that light, and they're going to want to be around it.
That's right. Man.
You know?
That was all you had?
Yep.
Hey, we can close out on that.
So, you know, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Salakia about the technical difficulties. With that, we're going to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, man. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba Babal.